Alright, another restored draft here. Rare is pretty decent. Red's not a horrible color to be in, especially if you get a couple first good picks. We'd be passing a Gold Knight Redeemer, a Latch Seeker, Borderland Rager, and an Undead Executioner, and a Wandering Wolf. So we're passing some decent green, single red, single blue, single black. And nothing remarkable in red. So pretty happy to take this. Another option I think would be the Latch Seeker, effectively cutting blue from the back. But Pillar of Flame is the only really scary thing against this guy. Okay. I don't mind Lightning Powers too much, but not necessarily as a second pick. I think Ringleader is a fine choice here. There's no reason to go outside of red just yet. It's all moderate, like pick 3 to pick 7 stuff in this pack right now. Person before us took the rare, so it doesn't really give us too much information. But all we're doing here is passing Light and Prowess a bunch of artifacts. And if somebody took the Latch Seeker last pack, they're probably just taking the Drake here. And if someone took the Gold Knight Redeemer, they're probably just snatching up that Righteous Blow. Dual casting could be fun. We could move into green here. The First Strike Lancer card is excellent with Nightshade Peddlers. The Peddler is definitely the reason to go into green here, not the Ranger. Or do we get kinky and go with the dual casting and maybe try and get funny with some Pillars of Flame? Or I think I prefer the Peddler here. Even if we don't end up in green, it's worth it just branching out there since we don't lose much in terms of red. And then we get a Force Mage, so I would call that a reward. Could have had a couple Righteous Blows and an Angel, but I like what we've got going here. And a Mauler. Okay. So red is still open, that's for sure. Happy to take a 2-drop over, what's that, our 3rd or 4th Borderland Ranger? So we could have been, you know, some sort of amazing 2-color, 2-splash deck. Thatcher Revolt's going to work well with a Ringleader, let alone if we pick up more of them. So happy to snag him here. That's definitely something that works well with dual casting. Right now we're 5 out of 6 for a Lair Delve, but who knows if we can keep that kind of proportion. So that being said, there's not much else in the pack. So maybe just a Vigilante just in case we need to run it. I'd prefer the better 1-drops if we're going to be red-green, the little fire-breathing soulbound guy, but the Vigilante will work. So very creature-centric, the first half of this pack. But we didn't, it wasn't at the expense of any removal, so we haven't passed anything, so, in our colors. And let's snatch up an Inquisitor here. If the green gets cut, red-white's obviously an archetype, and we'll have a decent 2-drop to fall back on. I'll take a guise here. It's better than fleshing out our white with that mid-vast protector, who's really quite unremarkable. Although his home definitely is red-white, where you're just using him as a target creature can't block. Sideboard. Nothing too playable in this pack, or that we're too scared of, so if anything, we don't want our opponents having a lot of toughness against us. Rush of Blood has potential with Gristlebrand, but Banners is probably a little better if we're going to go cheap and Thatcher Revolt. I'm going to take the Alchemist here because of the high toughness. So not a great first pack, it's just a lot of good creatures, but we didn't get any pillars. But we got 3 nice soulbound creatures. Everything except the Hound is a human to work with the Ringleader. Silverheart, please. Cement us in green. Well, I'll take it and treat the Angels. I don't think I can complain too much. What's it, like 18, 20 tickets right now? So, thank you, sir. So it looks like we got a nice forecasted Inquisitor pickup there that it's going to help us flesh out white instead of green. If we don't end up playing it, no big deal. We just paid for this and most of the next draft, but it is an absolute reason to start trying to go into white. So, and you don't want to be trying to splash white because even the miracle cost of this is double white. So we're not losing any good red for this, and yeah. The only other entry I've opened up was the pre-release sealed tournament, and I've had about 20 drafts in between that and this. So here we've got we can go for some more white with a nice angel, or we can pick up a pillar. With all the white in this pack, there's a chance we can get the defang on the wheel. So maybe we can take double removal out of this pack, or we pick up an angel. We don't have any great comes into play yet for the angel's ability, other than maybe if we want to reset our hound. So I think I like the pillar here. We're creature heavy last pack, so I want to prioritize removal a little bit. It's unfortunate seeing another peddler here that worked really well, but man, there's so many Borderland Rangers in this draft. I'm fine with the Geist. I don't like moving too much away from humans because I want to snatch as many ringleaders as I possibly can, but I don't know. Do I go Borderland Ranger or Peddler here? If I don't play white, I take a peddler. If I want to be really greedy, I take a ranger, and I really do try and make all three colors work. The problem was we didn't see any of those rangers wheel last pack. We don't know how much white we're going to be seeing this pack. I'm just going to take the ranger just on a hunch here. Wow, Gold Knight Redeemer. Okay. So, pretty much removes all doubt. And a 5th pick Seraph. Okay, so yeah, I cost myself a white card to take a ranger here. But we're getting such nice picks. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So we can go with a vessel, and if we pick up like one other ranger, that's pretty solid for trying to play 3 colors. Or we just play it safe and take a Thunderbolt. Even if we're just red-white, we've got double, 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 or triple. So maybe we just take the vessel anyway, as a way to get some ramping going. I certainly have never completed a white deck without having at least one 6 or 7 drop angel, so I'm sure we're going to have something to ramp into. I think I like the vessel over the conditional removal of Thunderbolt. Cloud Shift, it's going to marginally assist a Gold Knight commander. It's going to work with a ranger if we do end up playing green. Other than that, it's just resetting Undying or Soulbounds. That being said, there's nothing else in the pack, so I would just consider hate drafting over a Cloud Shift, but no real reason for that yet. So we've got another Thatcher Revolt, which really only works with our Ringleader at the moment and Gold Knight Commander, but those 2 reasons alone are enough to do it. Another Inquisitor, nice pickup. Wolf, but it would have been a fine choice if we were still positive that we were green. So not playing the green, we're at roughly 15 or 14 picks right now. This guy goes really late, mostly because I feel like the blue decks generally get cut up. People are on the bandwagon about how good blue is, and so you're fighting with other drafters, so you don't really get to draft a full flying tempo deck with a whole bunch of Peel from Realities and Ghostly Flickers. And I've already got a Vigilante, and the Uncanny Speed works incredibly well with Lifelink and with Double Strike. So, and here's our second one anyway, just in case. Wow. Okay, battle him. We miracle the angels, and then we battle him for like 3 extra mana, 4 extra mana, just to put down an army.